So this is a little bit of a preview of the mod. You can see that they have 5 stars, and this applies to all the enemies, animals and bosses as well, which we'll talk about the bosses later on this video. And also you can see that they have different names and the stars have different colors, they have different powers. That's important. Another thing is that I'm gonna do this entire video on cinematic mode, but I'm gonna have the HUD on, because if I turn off the HUD, like as you can see, like you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, if he's infused with this power or that power, if it's a 5-star or not. You can see that they are big, but that's beside the point, that's not enough. So I just wanted you to know that just beforehand we start, and now let's dive deeper into this mod. But before I actually show you this mod in depth, I just want to say 2 things. If you actually enjoy the content and want to see more, make sure to drop your like and subscribe, especially that subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, so that would help the channel a lot. And if you actually want to see more, you might as well just do it. And the other thing is to appreciate a comment that I got in one of my videos. The reason I'm highlighting Smelma comment on the screen right now, it's because she did 2 things that are very important to me. 1, she spent time of her life telling me something I was doing poorly or not so good, and 2, she said that in a way that would not be hateful but helpful. And that is very important to me, because that's the quickest way I have, is receiving feedback from you guys and you're doing this wrong, and then I come up, okay, you guys are actually right, I'm doing certain things wrong, so I have to go and improve on this and fix it. So that helps me a lot, you guys have no idea. So that's why this comment means a lot to me, and also because it was typed in the right way. It was not a hateful comment, it was really something that she felt like if I wanted to go to the next level, I had to improve this. And that is so nice, and I do appreciate you a lot, Mama. Thank you so much. And now let's, yes, go into the video. First example, Curious Grey Dwarf, and you can see he's quite big and he has a cyan star, and that's important, and let's check why. The Curious Grey Dwarf, or whatever enemy that you see with this cyan star or Curious in the name, you can have this on all the enemies, don't worry about it, I'm just using the Grey Dwarf as an example. But what is the special ability that this guy has? He has a hear and a view range increased by 100%. That means whenever you get in range of this guy, he will go and, is there something here? And he will go there and check. So that makes the game a little bit difficult, especially if you want to use sneak damage. It just becomes so much harder with this type of mobs, because they will go there and check you with their increased range and view. This is a 2-star Quick Grey Dwarf. The color that resembles Quick is magenta. And what does Quick mean? It means that this guy walks or runs 40% faster. So if you want to escape from this guy, you're gonna have to run a lot more than him, because he's quite fast. Okay, great Shieda, but what is that fire infused that we see in his name? Don't worry about it, I'm gonna explain everything on this video. Just bear with me, stay with me. I'm gonna explain you all the colors, and then we're gonna go to the infusions, and I think you're gonna like the infusions. They are very nice. As you can see, we have this aggressive Drog, or the red Drog, the red stars. He has 3 stars, and again you can have 1 to 5 stars in all the enemies. What does the aggressive or the red stars mean? They mean that the guy is gonna attack 25% faster, and he will attack you more often. So overall he has more attack speed. These guys may do a lot of damage, so we actually need to be careful with these aggressive dudes, because they're nasty. 25% times faster? Oof, that hurts. Now we have this 4-star Boar, and he has a green color on the stars, and it says regenerating, so it's the same thing pretty much, the green and the regenerating stuff. And what is it? You guys know it. It's gonna regenerate health over time, so you wanna take this target down as fast as you can, because the healing, it's actually a problem. This has increased healing basically. This Goblin has 3 stars, and they are blue, and blue means he is armored. And what is an armored guy? He is pretty much a tank. He has a lot of defense, he takes less damage, but is really slow. So this guy takes 66% less damage, but he has 50% reduced movement speed. It's a tank, guys. It's slow, but he has a huge defense. We have this Berserker here, 5 stars, and he has white stars, and the name is Splitting. So what is Splitting? Every time you kill this guy, he's gonna split in 2, and he's gonna split the stars. Let me just go ahead. Of course I have gold mode on and stuff, so I'm not gonna go ahead and try to make it easier. There we go. So as you can see, he split it because he had 5 stars. He split it into 2, and this guy has 2 stars, and this guy has 2 stars. So if I kill these 2 guys, I think they will split as well. So let me just go ahead and do that actually. This sword is ridiculously strong, and it's not killing them. Again, he split it into 1 star, so if I kill this 1-star guy, he should not split anymore. Oh, he split it into no stars, and I think if I kill this guy now, it doesn't split into anything else. So splitting is actually really annoying because you have to kill them all. And the more stars, the more annoying splitting is. Let's talk about the infusions right now. We have this fire infused goblin. What is a fire infused goblin? He is resistant to fire, but it's vulnerable to frost. And every time he will hit you, it will ignite you on fire. Oh, you have to be careful with this guy. Maybe a potion would help. Frost infused goblin, and this guy is resistant to frost, but his weakness is fire, so fire does a great deal of damage on this guy, and also every time he hits you, he will freeze you. This was very ideal finding this guy on this biome because the infusion we're looking is poison, so he has a resistance to poison, which is obvious, and whenever this guy dies, it will explode in a poison cloud. Again, boys, forgive me because I'm using, you know, a lot of powerful things, and that's the poison cloud that you see whenever he explodes. Lightning infused skeleton. Again, he is resistant to lighting, but he is weak to spirit damage. But whenever this guy hits you, he will give you lighting damage as well. Spirit infused goblin. It's a 5-star, and I think you'd be pretty surprised how strong this infusion actually is. So it does spirit damage. He is resistant to spirit damage, and he heals on it, and is weak against lighting. Healing on it is really strong, guys, I'm not gonna lie. So the last infusion, you can only find it on the Mistlands, and I'm kidding because the Mistlands are empty, there's no enemies, and this mod doesn't change that. It was a bad joke, I'm sorry, let's just continue. Chaos infusion, and this one is quite nice actually. I wasn't expecting to be this way. Whenever this guy attacks the target, he will choose one of the infusions that we saw earlier in the video, and he will use that pretty much, so it's random. There's a chance for every single one of them, and they're random. But before I show you what effects the bosses have now, make sure to drop your like and subscribe, and especially let's subscribe if you enjoy the content and want to see more, and let's continue now. So I used the totems to spawn Jaglut. One thing that I want to say is that this guy has 2 stars, but the bosses, all the bosses can be spawned and they can all have 1 to 5 stars. And as you can see on the name, you have Jaglut the Reflective, and I'm going to explain you what is the Reflective. The reflective effect of the boss is every time you eat this boss, part of your eating damage will be given back to you, if that makes sense. If you played Minecraft, there's an enchantment called Thornmail. It's pretty much dead. This guy has a Thornmail. Whenever you attack, you will receive some damage back. Well, just to prove that, let me go ahead and hit this guy with the Froster and see if I get damage. There we go. Every time I'm hitting this guy, I'm getting damage, as you can see. So that just makes everything much harder. Again, just to make sure that you guys don't miss this out, this works for every single boss. Again, we got a 2-star boss. It happens, it's random, and it says Jaglut the Shielded. So let's see what is the Shielded. The Shielded means that this boss takes 15% less damage from arrows. Arrows never did a lot of damage to Jaglut, so if he has the Shielded in his name, now we are actually smudged. It's gonna take way longer than it should take. We have now Jaglut the Mending, 1-star boss, unlucky. Unlucky, I wish we would have had a 5-star boss. Maybe we will until the end of this video, hopefully. The mending is that he regenerates health over time more quickly. So again, healing, a big issue. You have to do as much damage as you can and try to bring this target down as fast as you can. Otherwise, it's just going to be healing over and over again, and that's a pain in the... Let's continue to the next. Jaglut the Summoner, and summons strong creatures every 33% of maximum health lost. So another guy that it's a pain in the ass. So let's see if he's gonna summon a character. Oh my soul, that did absolutely no damage, but he summoned one, right? Am I right? Where is he? Hello? Oh, there we go. One. Oh, he's gonna summon a... Oh, this guy's a pain in the ass. Just keep doing damage to him. Oh, there we go. He summoned the second one. You guys gonna struggle a lot defeating this guy. He's gonna be a pain, man. Oh my soul. Third. And let's see. So yeah, I kinda defeated the guy and he summoned these 3 berserkers. Jaglut the Elementalist, and it will deal 20% increased elemental damage. So the fire damage that it does, it will do way more damage even if you have a potion, I would be guessing. But overall, it's not very hard to dodge the meteors and the flamethrower. I think I would rather face this one than all the other ones we've seen so far. Jaglut the Enrage it will do 20% increased physical damage. Oh my soul, I managed to spawn a 5-star boss. That's incredible. Jaglut the Twin, and as you can see, he has a twin, so you have to defeat 2 bosses, but they have 25% less health and damage, and they also share the same bar. So you can actually target both of them and the damage bar will decrease anyway. The thing is that you need to dodge 2 guys now, so I think that's actually a great challenge. So if you actually enjoy challenges and difficulties, this mod it's very good for that. As usual, the video is over, subscribe.